We're glad you're with us today. Our extended blast of cold really makes you appreciate having a warm home. With advice on ways to keep the heat on, we're joined by Butch, Mellot, the president of Comfort Master Heating and Air. And we do thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
This has got to be a really busy time of the year for you. What's it like?
Very busy. The number of heating calls is just up tremendously over last year.
I can imagine. Well, if it's not too late. You say it's never too late to make amends and to make sure you're in good shape. So what do people need to do?
The heating systems need to be checked for venting issues. They need to be checked for proper filters, that they're cleaned. A lot of times during these extended run times, there's issues that show up that normally wouldn't show up. Overheating and lockouts are quite common, and usually it's associated with dirty filters.
Well, what about the frigid air, though? Is that an especially bad thing to have a heating system up against?
Typically not, other than just the load it puts on the house, causing the systems to operate longer periods of time and to run more constantly. That causes the biggest issues.
What about some of the safety issues around all this? You want to make sure it's running properly because, you know, can you have other concerns like carbon monoxide and things like that?
Definitely. Gas furnaces, logs, vent-free logs. Carbon monoxide is a real high concern. That's one reason you need to have them checked and inspected, because flues can start to leak. They can rust out. There can be impingement problems, especially with gas logs. A lot of gas logs are pretty safe, but if you move them just a little bit, it causes impingement and problems that way.
If you really take care of everything, what is the lifespan that you can expect of logs and a furnace and all that?
Gas furnaces typically run 20, 25 years if they're taken care of very well. Heat pumps, generally it's 15 to 20 years.
What are some other things that you can do around the house during the cold weather? Because we're going to be in this for a little bit longer, it seems like. What else can we do?
One is check the windows in the house. I cannot tell you how many times we go out and run into a cold spot in the house and a window is cracked a little bit.
Really?
And we just miss that. Opening cabinets when it gets into the temperatures that we're having now, especially kitchen cabinets, because a lot of times they'll be on an outside wall. And just opening the cabinet in the evening, if it gets really frigid, running the water a little bit, just small things like that. Checking a garden hose outside. We leave garden hose hooked up and it freezes. That frost-proof faucet will freeze right into the house.
And make sure to keep up with that maintenance.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you coming in. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you.